spirit of Ramadan, I welcome you to Enterprise Morning today, reaching you from Enterprise Television. I am Henry Igwebike. Today we'll be starting off with our newspapers, and right after that will be our main conversation also for today. But please do well to be part of what we do here. You can always find and see us at enterprisetvnews.com. You may equally like, comment, and follow us on all our social media platforms at Enterprise TV 7. I am very honored to have with me today, joining me via Zoom, Lagos State, Nigeria, that is Barrister Tunji Abdul Hamid, Barrister, Law, Public Affairs Analyst. Good morning to you, Barrister.
Good morning, Henry. It's my privilege to be with you.
Thank you so very much, sir, for your time. So let's start off quickly with the first daily on our desk, the Punch newspaper. And we have the top strip here. First Bank holds a groundbreaking ceremony for new state-of-the-art eco-friendly headquarters. And it seemed to me like First Bank has taken over every front page of the newspaper today. That's big money for the newspaper houses. But just before we get into that, perhaps let's take a look at what's happening with Rivers State, with the crisis happening there. Niger Delta groups are threatening violence as budget ultimatum expires today. So it seems to me like Simeon Fubara is daring the lawmakers in the Rivers State House of Assembly, because he was given 48 hours to come and talk to the House members on the budget, but Siminalayi Fubara seems not to wink in any way. What is the repercussion at this point, Barrister, legally?
I think the governor has not done anything untoward. He has not done anything wrong. And that ultimatum by the members of the assembly is unnecessary, it's uncalled for. I don't know why, I don't know the basis upon which they are bringing that, that they are giving that ultimatum. I don't think it's in line with any law, and it's not even. It's also not in line with people who tell me that the judgment of the Supreme Court is not in line with the judgment of the Supreme Court. In the judgment of the Supreme Court, even though I've not seen the CTC, but I'm aware that the judgment did not say that that budget that the government was asked to represent must be represented within a particular time. The Supreme Court did not give any time frame, and so the next after assembly. It is not within their power to determine when the governor will present his budget. You remember, if there is no crisis and there is no Supreme Court judgment, when a judgment, ordinarily, if a governor is to present a budget, is it the House that will direct him and say, come and present budget to us today, or is it the governor that will write to them and say, I'm coming to you tomorrow to come and present my budget? So it is the governor that will tell them that I'm coming to you to present my budget. It is not for them to direct or ask him. Well, are they even okay? Are they aware whether or not the budget is even available? Whether he has prepared the budget, whether he's going to prepare it? The fact that the Supreme Court say he must present budget does not mean we just go and dodge the one he presented before the former whatever and bring it for them.
Yes, exactly.
He can also look at it.
Yes, Barrister, but that is their request. They are saying that as at the time he presented the budget, it was only to 4 members of the Rivers State House of Assembly, and it didn't meet up with the number of people that should go through the budget. So now that they are more than enough, third majority, that this is the right time for him to present the budget. So what is wrong in that?
No, the governor has said. The Supreme Court has said so, and the governor has no other option than to obey it. And the governor has expressed his desire to follow the judgment of the courts, of the Supreme Court. So what I'm saying is that following the judgment of the Supreme Court did not say in his judgment that the governor must represent that budget to the member of the House within 48 hours or 50 hours. There was no time limit set by the Supreme Court. So my ultimatum is not in line with the judgment of the Supreme Court. It is in their own doing. And I'm also saying that, look, ordinarily, the governor will not, they will not be waiting for directly from the House for him to present budget. It is the governor that will say, House, I am ready with my budget, I'm bringing it before you. It's not them that will tell him that within so period. The National Assembly gave the president ultimatum for him to present his budget. Did any governor in any state, was any house or member in any state gave their governor ultimatum for them to present their budget to them? No. It is the government that will say we are ready and we are coming in line with Supreme Court decision. We have a look at the budget again. We have prepared it. We have packaged it. We are bringing it before you. Please give us a time when it's convenient for you to come. Or they have an arrangement and say, okay, we are coming tomorrow as agreed. So it is not for the House to give to say he must present it within 48 hours. No. No. What the Supreme Court says is that present the budget back to them. And the failure to present it will result into your allocation not being released. That's what the Supreme Court said. The Supreme Court did not give any ultimatum as to the time when it must be presented. So for me, it is too hasty for me for the House of Assembly to even say within 48 hours present it. It is even insulting, and it's, like I said, it's not in line with the law for them to say, Governor, present it within social period. It is not it does not lie in their mouth. The governor has a discretion. That judgment, that budget will be brought before them. The governor will be acting contrary to the Supreme Court decision if he says that I will not bring it, and he has said I will comply completely with the judgment of the Supreme Court as soon as he obtains the CTC. So why ultimatum? What is it for? Is it to create tension, or is it to have a room to say, or a grant to say he failed to adhere to their request and therefore they want to impeach him? Is that the essence? No, they are creating unnecessary tension as far as I'm concerned. It does not lie in their mouth to direct the governor as to when he will bring his budget. I've never seen a governor or I've never seen any member of House of Assembly in Nigeria or the National Assembly directing the president as to when he will bring his budget. I've never, and it's not in the law that says it must be brought within 48 hours. So where do they see their ultimatum power? For me, they are just eating up the politics, as far as I'm concerned. The governor has not done anything wrong. The governor has not done anything. The governor will be doing contrary to the Supreme Court decision. If he fails or if he says I will not obey it, he has said he will comply with it completely as soon as he obtains his CTC. I think they should give him time to obtain his CTC and then even prepare his budget. Maybe probably that budget will be prepared for them to look at it. It's not compulsory for them to say what you presented before the former House of Assembly must be the one you bring to us. He can package it. It's at the discretion of the governor.
Very, very, very true. Yes, Barrister, as someone who really truly understands how politics truly works in Nigeria, remember, these people are more like lieutenants to Nyesom Wike. Most of the things they do today are not born out of their desires, but they are like, made to do most of them because Wike is there directing them. So what do you think is the repercussion that would happen when 48 hours elapses and Siminalayi Fubara refuses to do what they want?
I agree with you that it's not an hidden agenda, that they are working in line with the interests of a former governor of the state and the current minister of FCT, Nyesom Wike. And that is why that ultimatum for me, I see it as an attempt or as a trap to have a grant to say they want to impeach the governor because he has failed to obey the Supreme Court judgment. I do not believe so. So for me, they are just eating up the policy. Like I said earlier on, the consequences is that they don't love the people of the River State. That's what I see. Because if you love the people of your state, you will not create tension in the state. You will not create a situation whereby the people of the state will not have money to survive. The civil servants will not be paid their salary. No project will be on grant. The governor will not be able to do most of the things that will bring progress to the state. And they are happy, celebrating that the Supreme Court gave judgment that the allocation of the state should be withheld. That just shows they do not love the country, the state. They are only acting based on their own personal interest and in the interest of their general or godfather. So for me, they are not working for the people. They are not working in the interest of the state. They are working in their own personal interest. Did they even consult their constituents for them to even come up with any decision? They were just doing it whenever they go to Abuja or they are being talked to by the former minister of former governor of the state. That's what they go to. So they see the minister as the entire constituent, and he is the owner of everybody. And whatever decision it takes is what they must follow and what must they abide by.
Now,
for me, as far as I'm concerned, they're not looking for peace. They just want to create a tension in the land. You cannot. Their ultimatum is not required at all. It is not required at all. It is for the governor to determine when he will bring his budget. I'm not aware of any law which says a governor must present the budget within 48 hours. Or I'm not aware of that the Supreme Court gave a time limit as to when that budget must be presented.
Yes, so Barrister, I'd love to ask you, if you may, run us through historical facts in Nigeria. Have we seen a situation where a governor has been impeached in this way before in Nigeria? And what do you think is the legal proceeding that's required to have Siminalayi impeached if that is the directive of the River State House of Assembly?
There have been impeachment in the country before, and some of those impeachment have been set aside.
Who?
The one of
which of them, please?
The governor of Oyo State was later set aside. They are also aware that there's one in the Ekiti. I'm not aware whether that was set aside or not. I'm not aware. I don't know. I'm not too sure of it. But I'm aware that there was an impeachment. So, but you see, it is not going to impeach a governor is a process. But in our own country, the way we do things, once we have the support of the Godfather or the power that be, particularly the federal, when we have the support of the federal government or federal might, they tend to do things in line with the way they like. And that was what happened in the Oyo State and the Ekiti case. I remember a state as well. I can't remember the state now, wherein based on the requirement of impeachment is that when you want to impeach a governor, the governor must have there must be what we call misconduct against the governor. Then you pass a solution, and then you direct the CJ to set up. When I say CJ, I'm talking about the chief judge of the state, to set up a committee or panel to look into the allegation against the governor. The panel will bring their reports. The governor has the right to also be represented to defend himself, and they will bring their reports. And based on that report, the House will, if the report says the governor, the misconduct is genuine, they go ahead and pass a motion to impeach the governor. If the report says it is not genuine, the impeachment process is halted. But what I see particularly in which of I can't remember that state again, where even when the committee set up by the CJ came up with the report that there is no case established against the governor, the House went ahead, petitioned the report, and on their own, they said they are confused that the governor has breached the constitution, and went ahead and impeached the governor. So we have a way of doing things contrary to the law in our country. Whatever we need to want to do things, especially when people believe that they have the power that be behind them, or they have the federal might behind them. For me, the process is there, and it should be followed. It is only in Nigeria that you start the process of impeachment today, and in the next day it will be completed, or in a week they are done. This process, if properly done, it should take like a month or two. There are more, because there are time limits, timelines as to when they are supposed to do this and are supposed to do that. They don't follow it. Right. For me, the worst they will do is to say they want to take steps to impeach the governor, and the governor has said it, that is prepared to be impeached if they want to impeach him. But like I said, the process must be followed. Exactly. The CJ must align, and the CJ must set up a committee, and the committee report must indict the governor before any impeachment can take place. That is it. So the House themselves, the House alone, cannot impeach the governor. They must work hand in hand with the judiciary for that governor to be impeached. All
right. Thank you so very much, Barrister. Just before we leave, just like I did say in my opening statement, every newspaper headline today is filled up with First Bank holding a groundbreaking ceremony for their new headquarters today. And according to them, upon completion, this 40-story edifice will have the honor of being the tallest building in Nigeria. Now, First Bank hasn't paid us to do this, of course, so we're just doing like an analysis of financial institutions, of course, starting with First Bank of Nigeria. That's over 100 years today in the country. Now, I'd love you to help us make sense of a situation where our financial institutions haven't actually gotten to that stage where they are serving their customers as it should be, but doing something else? Do you really think at this point, for financial institutions, this should be the most important thing rather than serving the people and ensuring that there's efficiency in service provision for customers around the country and beyond?
Let me first of all congratulate First Bank for the feat. It's a good development for them and a good one for the bank. Like you see, we don't have a proper banking system in Nigeria. What we have are businessmen who want to make money and who are making money with the support of the government. Most of the people who call bankers in Nigeria or that are operating banking system in Nigeria don't even have a financial power to do it. They rely on the people's money, and based on that, they were making money from it, serious money. A law, and the government also have made some law that help them in that regard, that make it mandatory for them to deduct certain amount of money and carry and take this and take that on behalf of the federal government and again on their behalf as well. They take their own commission from it. For me, we have not gotten to that level in this country where banking system is done as a banking to support business, to support people. The kind of thing we do in this country is not proper banking. A situation whereby a bank will give you a loan to augment your business. That loan will not even take up to one. In fact, you obtain a loan, for instance, this in March to augment to start to do business. By March, even whether the money will be released to you, say let's say 15th of February. By March 15, they are already at your neck asking you to come and pay your monthly instruments. Whether or not you have even used the money to do the business or not doesn't concern them. So they don't even there's no proper moratorium, there's no proper timing, there's no proper consideration. In other countries, if you borrow money from a bank and something happens to your business or something happens to you, they will help you rearrange that payment and move up. But in this case, in Nigeria, they would rather kill the business than even find a way around it for you to be able to survive. Even the government, they set up AMCOM to kill a business in my own language. Because when you say a business somebody is owing or something has happened to the company, you buy the company. Either that you can't run it, you kill it, and then that will be the end. You either than find a way of assisting those company to be able to survive what happens to them. From what source, Barrister?
From where are they going to get? Where would AMCON get the money to resuscitate a moribund company that's owing? Because most of them are owing banks.
Are you telling me that the government is not giving money to people and not giving money to individuals to do their business? Are you saying government did not give money to Dangote when he was building his refinery? Are you saying that some banks have not received what they call it from CBN to be able to deal with their problems? This is happening now. So if it can happen to some people, why can't it happen to other people? The banking system in India is just making money from us. They are not doing anything to support the country or the businesses. They are just making money. That's their own. Making money and not even providing an enabling environment for their staffs. They pay peanuts in the name of making profits.
But don't you think the government is complicit? Don't you think the government is complicit to some of these things? Because the regulatory agency, the CBN, is aware of some of these things that you're talking about, but they just sit back and watch while it happens. So don't you think that directly the federal government is equally complicit to some of these things by ripping off Nigerians?
Henry, I said it earlier on. I said they are making money with the support of the government, and that was why I made mention of AMCOM. You know, AMCOM is a government agency, is owned by government, and that's why I say that I refer to AMCOM. They said that this is already happening. The government gave them the support. Even most of the commission or whatever they do from our account illegally and legally have support from the government. They remove 50 stamp duty, though they say it's for government, but they have their own commission from it. They remove this and that, they remove that and this, maintenance allowance. Well, anytime you withdraw money, they will charge you. At the end of the month again, they will bring you another cost. They say maintenance cost. And what do they now charge every day whenever you draw money? So for me, the government is giving them backing, and it's not providing support for the common man. It appears the government in Nigeria are only working for the people, or are only doing things that are beneficial to those who are rich in this country, and that's why you see most people who have big. If you look at most of the people that we call multi-millionaire business owners in this country today, you will see the hand of government in their business. They have the support of the government in whatever they do. But the one that will help these SMEs, you will see that the way they will do it, they will say, come and collect 1 million naira today or 500,000 naira today, and they will expect you to pay it back in 2 months or 3 months or 1 month, even when your business has not even started, or even when you are not even able to even set up your business. In some country, they will help you set up your business. They will support you with whatever you need, and they will monitor it for you and ensure that you grow. In our own country, they will rather prefer you to. They will give it to you. God forbid that you are not able to pay, you are done for. So for me, we don't have a banking system per se in this country. What we have is just people who are business owners who want to make money and who are making money with the support of the government.
Thank you so very much. Of course, we still want to give it up for the financial institutions in Nigeria. Despite all of the challenges enumerated here, we still have to say congratulations to our banking industry, because in other parts of the world, like in South Africa, for example, interbank transactions are always delayed. Sometimes when you do like electronic transfer from one bank to another, it takes between 2 to 3 days before the recipient gets the money. But in Nigeria, it is often very swift. We are even thinking about less than a minute or even some seconds, and the recipient gets the money. So we'd love to, of course, say congratulations.
That's not totally correct. That's not totally correct. Maybe you are not talking about within the country. You are talking about from one country to another, probably because of the process. You cannot say Nigerian banking system is doing well in that regard. No, I sent money to somebody since Friday. He just called me yesterday that he was able to receive the money since Friday.
Wow.
It's not correct. The government is not concerned about this. There is no enabling environment. They are not putting all the facility in place. But the only thing they will do is to find a way of making a profit and gain, and introduce levy and taxes on the subscribers. It's unfortunate.
Very so unfortunate. Of course, we believe that Cardoso, lots of people will say that he's not doing enough, but we want to believe that with his expert advice and with his experience, we will see changes with the banking industry and the ecosystem in Nigeria to serve Nigerians better. Thank you so very much, Barrister Tunji Abdul Hamid. And just to let you know, the barrister will be here to take us on our main conversation in a bit. When we return, Peter Obi's influence led to PDP's defeat in Lagos governorship election, says Jandor. That in a bit. It's still Enterprise Morning. Please don't go anywhere.